In the world of SQL, a subquery is a query embedded inside another one. Now, to explain why we might do that, let me give you an example. Let's say we have a customers table, and what we want to do is query customers that had an order before 2022. Like we want their name, their city, and their state. Now, the problem we're going to face is that in the customers table, we don't have order information. We've got to get that from somewhere else. We can use a subquery to help us with that step. So what we probably want to do in this scenario is first go to the orders table and find customers with orders before 2022. And that's going to be our subquery. Then the second step is to go back to the customers table and identify customers that match the results from step number 1. So here's what that could look like. So here's step 1, finding customers with orders before 2022. So I go to the orders table and I query the customers with orders before that date. It looks like there's 3 of them, and I produce the results. And then what I do is I take those results to help me with the next step, identify customers that match these results from step number 1. So I look at the results, go to the customers table, and match those customers that meet that condition. So this is what it could look like here. This is going to be my step number 1, or my subquery, sometimes called an inner query. And this is going to go to the orders table and find customer IDs for customers that had orders before that date. This is just going to produce those customer IDs. And then the outer query is going to help me with step number 2. I'm going to select the name, the city, and the state from the customers, where the customer ID is in the list that came from the subquery. That's going to help me produce the results. Now, as we put together these subqueries, we want to note a few things. First, the inner query is going to run before the outer query. And then we're going to use the results from that to support the outer query, like we did in our example. And these subqueries are often going to be in the where clause. They're going to help us as we try to filter data in our results. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, click the subscribe button. And if you're interested in a SQL cheat sheet, you can find one over at codybaldwin.com.